I drive a lot. Well, not like a lot, but like enough. And there are a ton of things that cars need to make them better. And I am not talking about cars with like heated seats and also cooled seats. I've driven one of those once and they're really cool, but they actually exist. I'm talking about things that like don't exist in my known world. If they do exist in real life, that'd be awesome. I want to share with you guys some of the things I think that cars should have to make them better. One thing would be brake lights that go all the way around the car. Just like a thin little strip of red lights that go all the way around the car so that from any angle, someone knows, yes, that person is braking. Because you know when you're driving down the street and there is another car coming at you at a 90-degree angle and they have the stop sign, but there's always those people that brake so late or they'll roll through the stop sign, but they're still going to brake for the stop sign because that's law and whatnot. It would be great if there were little red lights all the way around the car, letting the person that's going straight, who doesn't have a stop sign, know that they are not going to get hit by the car coming towards them. Another thing would be wheels that can turn sideways. And not for the parking reason. Well, sort of for the parking reason. It's for the getting out of your parking spot when the asshole in front of you and the asshole behind you like get so close to you, it makes your car feel claustrophobic. It'd be really great to have wheels that could turn sideways so you could just easily get out of a spot when you're boxed in instead of, doing that 24-point turn that takes a half an hour to do without hitting either car. Or you could just hit both cars and never tell anyone. I would love turn signals that say please. Cars would have turn signals as they are now, normal, but then they would also have a second option for ones that light up saying the word please. People don't use turn signals as is, but the one instance that they always do is when people mess up and realize they have to get over a lane and they're stopped in the middle of traffic and they're just like, can I get over? Can I get over? Can I get over? I hate when people do this. Mostly because the times that I see people doing it, they had ample time to get over it in the first place. Or the only reason that they went up on the other side instead of staying in the turn lane was because they just wanted to get in front of all the cars and that's just annoying and I hate those people. Anyway, but if I knew that they realized what they were doing was wrong, I'd be a little bit more inclined to let them in front of me. But not when they're just being an asshole. Which brings me to my next thing. I would love if cars had in the back an I'm sorry and a thank you light. Because there are times when you have to cut somebody off or you are doing something stupid because you mistakenly did something wrong. Vague problems of the road. And in those times, you feel bad, so you want to apologize to the person because you don't want them to get road rage and then to drive 2 inches from your butt and just be annoying. And I think the I'm sorry light would help with road rage because then people would understand oh, this person wasn't just being rude, they knew that they were making a mistake. And the thank you light would be when people let you in front of them, if there's long lines and stuff like that, when you want to really thank the person for being a total bro on the road. Speaking of road rage, there is something I think a car could have that would probably not really help with calming other people's road rage, but really just sparking it more. But I would love to have it to prove people are rude. And that would be something that I don't know what it is called. It's that thing that land surveyors have. They shoot the laser out and then whatever the laser hits, that thing tells them oh, that's 20 feet away or oh, that's a mile away. That laser tape measurer thing. But I would love the backs of cars to have those so that you can shoot the laser at a car that is just riding your tail so that you can then project onto your windshield in the back the exact amount of feet they are away from you and then a phrase or a word or a symbol or something to tell them that they are rude and should get away from you. Or you could be nice and say please back off or please stop or something, or you could just be mean and back to them. Fight fire with fire. Now the outside of a car is not the only thing that needs fixing. The inside needs a little loving too. First of all, massage chairs. But not the ones that go all the way up your back and make you fall asleep because they feel so good. Just the ones that are at your lower back. Because when you sit in a car for too long, your lower back starts to hurt no matter how old or young you are. And I think a little bit of massaging would help. You could drive a little bit longer, or when you get there you won't have any problems with your back and you won't walk out hunched over and in pain. And I think the massage chair would be lovely in cars. I would also really like a trash can compartment. I cannot be the only person in the world that uses their little Prindle drive stick thing as the handlebar for a plastic bag to be their trash can. I really don't know where it would fit in a car, but I think a little pull-out trash can would be great. It would save embarrassment for people who leave water bottles all over their car and have wrappers everywhere, so when you go to pick someone up to drive them somewhere, it's like, oh, I gotta clean everything, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Just have a little trash can compartment. I would also like cars to be smarter. I would like them to be able to tell me what a noise is in my car. My old car at one point made this really weird noise whenever it turned on. It was a very scary, weird noise, and I didn't know where it was coming from, so I took it to the mechanics, and he's just like, oh, is the door between hot and cold in your car is just, like, sticking and making a weird noise. It's fine, your car's not gonna explode. Yes, I did specifically ask the question, will this make my car explode? I am the type of person that is always worried that my car is going to spontaneously and without any reason combust. So if I could have a car that would be smart enough to tell me when it needs to be given to the mechanic to, like, checked over and whatnot, that would be great. Just a little, like, warning when the oil needs to be changed, whatever sound that is, it knows and will tell me, and if that is dangerous, and other car-related things that I don't know because I don't know cars that well. And finally, something that I think that might actually come to fruition someday is that cars should have like a artificial intelligence type thing so that you can have a conversation with somebody while you're driving. Because let's face it, driving on your phone is not safe. You could have Bluetooth and call somebody, but if you're taking like a 3-hour car ride, who's going to want to be on the phone with you for 3 hours? I think it would be great for cars to have an AI system that would just talk to you, not take control of things, because that's a little robot movie type thing and could be bad and creepy and try to take over the world because they're cars, and then we'd have Cars the movie as the real world, and that would just be terrifying. But I think it would be really beneficial for people who drive by themselves, especially the Mack truck drivers who are taking long, long drives by themselves. It'd be really great for them to have someone to talk to. It'd have to be some intelligence system, so it's not like Cleverbot where it's just spewing random things at you that sometimes don't quite make sense. And there you guys have it. Those are a couple things that I think cars should have. Why don't, in the comments, you tell me something that you think cars should have? Let's keep this conversation going and let's see how twisted we can make cars. And while you're at it, why don't you guys give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because why not? Do it. Bye, guys.